So, as a recap or a highlight of the last quarter, Twitch viewership reached an all-time high in quarter one, growing 16.5% since the last quarter. What? 5.4 billion hours watched versus 6.3 billion. Wow. That's crazy. I think they did this wrong, but yes, that's crazy. Viewership on Twitch has doubled in 1 year. What? Facebook Gaming closes the gap on YouTube Gaming viewership. Facebook Gaming viewership surpasses 1 billion hours in 1 quarter for the first time. Amazing. Swella, thank you for your 200 Streamlabs bits. Contribution to the Q2 report. Thank you. All right, so let's skim through here. All right, so platform comparisons. Total hours watched in quarter one. Let me make this big for you guys. Twitch was 6.34 billion hours watched. YouTube Gaming, Facebook, just a fraction of that. I wonder how this compares to last quarter. Can one of the mods pull me the quarter 4 2020 report? That would be super helpful, because then we can compare how these change from last quarter, how they're trending. So obviously, you know, Twitch is still, you know, the dominant platform. Oh, it actually will tell, it says it right here. Twitch represents 72.3% of the market share in terms of viewership, a 6.5% increase from the previous quarter. So the Twitch is actually, like, you know, gaining more cushion. They're actually gaining more than so we were thinking Facebook and YouTube were gonna kind of chip at Twitch slowly but surely, but actually Twitch is the one that's grown a lot. Viewership for YouTube Gaming fell about 550 million hours from quarter 4 2020. Thank you, mods. So this is what it looked like last, so I'll show you guys the side by side here. So on the right is going to be 2020. On the left is, the right side is 2021, sorry, quarter one. Left side is 2020. So you can see Twitch just, wow, Facebook, wow. So Facebook went up. Facebook gained some ground. And YouTube went down. YouTube went down quite a bit. They were at 1,900 hours watched, and this quarter they posted 1.37 billion hours watched. Last quarter, YouTube Gaming represented 23% of the market share for viewership. In quarter one, that number fell to 15.6%. Viewership on Twitch has reached all-time highs in quarter one. The platform experienced the largest increase in hours streamed since the start of the pandemic, and more unique channels were streaming to the platform than ever before. Much of this growth can be likely attributed to Twitch's Just Chatting category. Just Chatting now accounts for 12% of all content watched on Twitch in quarter one. Just Chatting became the #1 watched streaming category on Twitch in quarter 3 2020, amassing a massive 500 million hours watched. That number has only gotten bigger, growing 44% to reach 754 million hours watched in quarter one. For context, the most watched gaming category on YouTube Gaming in quarter one was Garena Free Fire at 148 million hours watched, and the most watched category on Facebook was PUBG Mobile at 254 million hours watched. Total hours watched per quarter. Okay, this is for Twitch. Viewership has reached an all-time high in quarter one, growing 16.5% since the last quarter. Viewers watched nearly 1 billion more hours of content on Twitch in Q1 compared to Q4. So this is like pandemic right here, right? So pandemic took a little dip and now it's just climbing to new heights. Twitch continues to grow. Twitch total hours streamed per quarter. Obviously, more people are streaming. There was a 15% increase in the total number of hours streamed on Twitch in Q1 compared to the previous quarter. Streamers broadcast 35 million more hours of content to Twitch in Q1 compared to the previous quarter. Makes sense. That is a big increase though. Yeah, that is a pretty so again, you have the pandemic jump and then like this is like a lull here and then it's just going up and up as more people get supported to do this. More people get supported to stream full time. Unique channels has gone up. Makes sense. Average concurrent viewership. Average concurrent viewership on Twitch has increased 19.2% in quarter 1 compared to the previous quarter. Compared to this time last year, average concurrent viewership has doubled from 1.442 million in Q1 2020. So, you know, obviously this statistic is like across Twitch as a platform. It doesn't mean everyone's average concurrent viewership has gone up. You know, even though there's there's a lot more people streaming on Twitch, right? I mean, viewership is going up on the platform. Doesn't really translate to like a streamer by streamer basis. Like my viewership hasn't gone up, and you know, overall, I think that the trends. My guess would be it's like the bigger streamers are just growing and growing and growing. And there's a lot more people that are growing, you know, a little bit here and there. There are other people streaming. So right now, on average, at any one time, there's about 3 million people watching Twitch streams, which is pretty insane. That's pretty gnarly. I mean, look at this. Like 2019 was just so stagnant. Like the pandemic really broke open Twitch. I mean, look at how stagnant Twitch was for an entire year. The pandemic is like seriously from the end of 2019, it's nearly tripled in average CCV. That's pretty crazy. So that was for Twitch. Let's take a look at YouTube gaming. While there was a slight decrease across categories for YouTube gaming in Q1, year-over-year growth is still very impressive. What's more, Valkyrae was a top female streamer across all platforms. Last year, YouTube signed a deal with the streamer, so all live content was streamed exclusively to the platform. Viewers watched 12.2 million hours of Valkyrae, followed by Twitch streamer Pokimane with 6.8, which is half. That's pretty crazy. Additionally, hours watched on YouTube gaming have increased by 20% compared to this time last year. Oh god, not that Jack. So this is an interesting graph here. Look at this. Oof. This is rough for YouTube. This is really rough for YouTube gaming. I mean, YouTube gaming was growing pretty solidly over the last year. They were having a ton of growth, and last quarter, wow, they are down. They're down. They're trending to pre-pandemic times. They're going down. What happened? I don't know. Let's look at what else is going on. So hours streamed went down. Not by much, honestly. I mean, hours streamed to the platform decreased 6.7%. That's really not significant. So that doesn't really explain why it's gone down so much. I mean, it's gone down a third compared to last quarter, while hours streamed is only down 6.7%. Unique live channels has gone down. Again, not by much, you know, 9.9%. Not a lot at all, honestly. Like, that also doesn't really explain it. And here's the average concurrent viewership on the platform. Again, we're getting below, like, we're getting down below where the pandemic spiked things, you know? It's down a lot. Last quarter was doing really well. It was trending up. Yeah, numbers are really down for YouTube right now. I'm not sure. I don't know. Like, none of these, the unique channels in our stream, like, yeah, they're down a little bit, but this sharp drop, you know, it's hard to say from the data that we have right here. And I don't watch YouTube gaming enough to know what's happening over there. Yeah, I don't know what could attribute to this. Let's take a look at Facebook gaming. Driven in large part by PUBG Mobile, Facebook gaming has reached all-time highs across all categories, including viewership, hours streamed, and unique channels. PUBG Mobile has been the most watched gaming category in Facebook gaming for at least the last 2 years. Viewership numbers broke 1 billion hours watched in one quarter for the first time. Streamers broadcast 5 million hours of content to the platform. Okay. So total hours watched has gone up. So yeah, Facebook has gone up a bit. Facebook's gaining some ground. Viewership on Facebook gaming reached an all-time high, growing 50% since the last quarter. 15% growth in hours watched. Passing 1 billion hours watched. See, I mean, they still got their pandemic spike. Yeah, I mean, their trend is falling pretty similarly to how Twitch went. Total hours streamed went up a ton. Let's see. Do they have a number? There was a 34% increase in the total number of hours streamed. I think Facebook, correct me if I'm wrong, but Facebook expanded or added some funding to their partner program, I believe. Which I think has enticed people to stream more hours. So I think that could attribute the huge increase in hour streams. Unique channels has gone up by a lot, 32%. That's huge. A lot more people are creating accounts on Facebook Gaming. Average concurrent viewership. So Facebook Gaming is currently sitting at almost 500K average viewers on the platform. You know, this is obviously compared to Twitch, where they're at 3 million average concurrent viewership on the platform right now. But still a decent chunk. Almost 500K is a pretty decent chunk. And now I will take a sip of my water. At what point did Mixer collapse? Did they try to shepherd everyone from Facebook? Mixer's collapse was... When was that? That was in the summer. That was in the summer... Was that 2020? Was that July 2020? Was that in 2020? I don't even remember what happened in 2020. I've just blocked it out of my mind. It was June 2020? July 2020? Gotcha. Okay. What year is it? What's up, Undying? I followed a couple of Facebook streamers, but I don't remember any of their names. Mostly their streams show up in my timeline, and that's how I followed. Interesting. I guess that could account for their Q2 spike. Yeah, maybe. The news came in June, but it shut down in July. Gotcha. I thought it was 2019 too, just because I was like, there's no way all of this happened. There's no way not all of this happened in 2020. Top games watched in Q1 2021. Just Chatting was the most watched category across all live streaming platforms for the second quarter in a row. Viewers watched over 71 million more hours of Just Chatting content in Q1 than Q4. Wait, what, Tuton? You're gonna have to explain that, because I don't... What do you mean? Just Chatting became the #1 watched streaming category on Twitch in Q3 2020, amassing a massive 522 million hours watched. That number has only gotten bigger, growing 44% to reach 754 million hours watched. Okay, we already read that. Top games watched. We got Just Chatting with 754 million hours watched. Grand Theft Auto 5 in second place with 500 million hours watched. Grand Theft Auto has seen a huge surge in the last couple of months, and it's actually been staying pretty solidly. You know, GTA RP has seen a couple of really big spikes over the years, and I think this has been the most stable spike so far. Like, it's staying up there. It's holding on really strong. Yeah, there was the release of NoPixel 3.0, which is like the most popular RP server for streamers. Let me see what. Let's look at 2020. Let's compare that to 2020 here. Go to games. Okay, so in 2020 it was 682 million hours watched. League of Legends. So League of Legends has seen an increase, but it has been trumped by GTA 5. And Among Us was up there in Q4 of 2020, which makes sense. Right? That makes a lot of sense. So yeah, GTA RP, Grand Theft Auto 5 comes out of, you know, they're probably somewhere here in the top 10 for sure, but they are now holding on to second place. And no signs of slowing down yet. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Is League ever gonna die out? Top publishers. And that's it. That's the Q1 2021 report. So tell me, what surprised you guys? Any surprises? Any comments? What do you guys think about this report? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And looking forward to seeing how things shape up this year now that people are returning to normal life. You know, how will numbers shift? Also, we have, you know, YouTube Shorts coming out, which is another form of, you know, content creation that is going to, you know, compete with TikTok, and people are, I think that short form content is going to grow. And I'm curious to see how long form content holds up, because, you know, everyone's on the go and everyone returns, and I'm sure even more so people will be going out and about, you know, as they get vaccinated and stuff. So I'm really curious to see how the platforms shape up. I mean, Twitch is not only dominating the space, but they are taking more and more of the pie. They're just reaching new levels. Twitch showed no signs of slowing down in Q1 of 2020. So, yeah, I mean, Twitch still dominant for live streaming.